Hi friends, welcome back to my Tami Lyn channel. I have another flip through for you today of my junk journal called Hope. Really pretty, distressed front and back. And I have the metal corner pieces. The way I did the cover was, it's a hardback journal first of all. And I took some, I'm going to move you up here a little bit, took some deli paper and crumpled it up and decoupaged it over the top of a hard blank book, and then distressed it with dyes and things, so makes it look old. This is a no-sew binding on this journal, which means you can take your signatures out if you wanted to and rearrange them, or you can actually add a whole nother signature of blank paper to write on, maybe in the middle, and have like a diary inserted in there that's of your choosing, of whatever paper you wanted, or just leave it like it is. I had fun making this one. Lots of pretty images of hopeful times and things we go through in life. The very beginning has your nameplate and a photocopy of an old photograph of a lady. Nice deep pocket of cardstock here, and some olive green lace trim. The outside of the binding is nice soft olive green plaid wool. Each signature starts off with a vellum piece with a pretty picture on it. So this one has two bird nests. Kind of reminds me of hoping for spring. Some tea-stained and edged papers, blank page for you, and a pretty bird image. It's a thrasher, it's called. And got a pretty little image here, photograph of three girls learning to knit as they're sipping tea. Reminds me of tea parties with my granddaughters. This little sticker is cute. She's expecting a baby. Here's a blank empty envelope for you to use. A friend loves at all times is what's on this photograph of two of my grandbabies, actually, when they were younger. It's a sweet little stamp I made from this same image, actually, and I shrunk it down. Very cute. We'll flip through fairly quickly for you. It's like a laundry page with stampings of Queen Anne's lace, perhaps. That's my favorite weed, and I think that's what that is on the stamp. Here's another one of those stickers. I should give you credit of who made those. She's on Etsy. Give me 1 second. So the artist's name, she's on Etsy under Melsy's, M-E-L-S-Y-S. And actually here is her Etsy shop right here. My husband got me this really pretty card, and he knew I would like it for several reasons. But I thought, who is that artist? And I look on the back and it happens to be Etsy. So cool. So I purchased some stickers from her. She's out of New York City, Brooklyn, I think, to be exact. And anyhow, this girl's traveling, perhaps to Paris. So I have this little line of stamps down here. And on here we have a Little angel bird, angel wing with a rose and some hanging chain. Some more washi tape that I make, and it's the kind that does not come off. Sometimes you just want that kind. So I've used it throughout this for some trims. This is a thicker section that actually folds out. I'll do that quickly. You untie this. Sweet little picture on the front. The little girl with bears. And over here, while we're here, is a photograph that says bloom where you're planted. And this unfolds. It has a little family porch image, and then this, by pulling the tab, you get 4 little pockets with some number tags in here, 4, 5, and 6. And the first one is a ruler with a sweet little precious girl on the front. So that just accordion folds out. You tuck that back, tie this up. And this is the center of that signature, so you can see the heavy twine there. With faith, all things are possible, for sure. There's some fairy dust on that photo. And nectar, sweet as honey. Kind of goes together with the bee picture over there. And wish you were here. That's such a pretty picture. I sewed it to fabric and stamped and trimmed it out. And inside, it's an actual pocket. Inside the pocket is a crinkled tag, crinkled front tag. And with a hat. Kind of goes with that, I thought. Some more images out of one of my favorite magazines. Bella Grace. That's the name of the magazine. Hoping for your crops. Hoping for your first coffee of the day. Hoping for your plants to grow. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. There's some nursery ads. And then a decal up there, French decal stampage. And that's the end of that first signature. And on to number 2, sweet little fairy, garden fairy, hitching a ride on a dragonfly. More tea stain paper. This has a series of sections for you to write in, little skinny lines. There's a little pull-out tag to write in, journal card with lemonades and yummy summer drinks. Sweet picture that I purchased to download, and I added the word summer stars because there's a bunch of stars in the image there. Little collage of 8 friends taking a dip, getting cooled off. Can imagine they might be a wedding party before rehearsal or something years ago. Here's a cloth, nice distressed fabric pocket, and pretty little ballerina tag. Friends are the flowers in life's garden. There's some old ledger from a mini ledger book I have. I just sort of made a collage out of that with some of my permanent washi tape. Moving right along. I added some brass tabs to this printout. Here's a nice clip for you with a cute little bag that you can tie shut like this and pull apart easily. It's empty for you to use. put something in it for someone or use it as a pocket in your journal. Number 16, maybe there's a sweet 16 in your family coming up. So that I made a tag out of that. And out of this, this is the actual photo of a mailbox in my house on the wall. So I cut a slit, printed it off, shrunk it, cut a slit, and made a little envelope for you. It has blank papers inside. We'll pretend it's being mailed. And here's some, this is a coffee filter pocket, and in it I created some couple title like plates for you in case you want to make a section with extra paper or use it in the sections that I've made to kind of divide your journal into sections of some sort. She dreamed of love, hope, and peace is what that says on there. This little baby shirt remnant that I made look older by dyeing it. Sweet little baby here. And this is an envelope I made for you. Once Upon a Time stamp, and then this is regular washi so you can get in and out of there. And I have another handmade stamp. Actual old ledger that I've been using frequently, 1906. Doctor visits, rent. I really love seeing what they've spent money on and how much things were back in 1906. Part of a school book, rather a storybook pages. It's actually Easter weekend for us right now in 2019, so all our grandbabies are off school this week. Here's some beautiful sheet music and some nicely dyed stained paper. This is parchment paper, plain on the back, and then the next sheet. And here's one of my favorite giant paper clips. It's a rose gold one. And I made an envelope for you. Decoupaged it with a stamp. And this is one of my favorite images of a tub of babies cooling off. And I put 2 brass pieces there. The Gondoliers is the name of the sheet music, with that little image there. And inside is a cardstock 2-sided journal card. It's a picture of Audrey Hepburn sewn onto fabric, onto a bookmark that I made, and I took a picture of that laying on an old journal and then just added that decal. So this has been decoupaged, so it's on the firmer side. Kind of a neat consistency for you to give or keep. More tea stained paper. That's the end of that signature. Here's the beginning of the last one. Pretty little girl climbing a tree. Cherry blossoms, I think. And so, tea stained paper, yummy crunchiness, parchment paper, so a few blank ones for you, and here's a few with lines. You can put the date of your entries. Laugh, love, embrace, chase, laugh, sing, think, radiate, see, and be. More writing space, another pretty tag to put on a gift for someone or to use to write in. It's tucked in that pocket. Pretty permanent washi tape. And I extended this page a little wider because this turned out to be wider, so it kind of looks neat that way though. So this is a flip out, and there's a pocket down here with some lined papers for you. Pretty image and stamps on there. And then up here is, for some reason I made a wheel. It's kind of fun. There's numbers that are exposed and you could use it to play a game or just to fiddle with. Grow is written there, and we have washi tape here of a ruler and an old newspaper copied for the backing. And then this up here says be strong and courageous. There's always hope, right? This is a beautiful plant I had one spring sitting on an old school desk on my porch that I stenciled, so it's a photograph of that. More of my washi, parchment, space to write, gorgeous lace pocket, I love it. So this is secured down and the pocket's about this deep is all. So in it we have some ads. You could put whatever you wanted in there, of course. And this sweet little blank, I think it's blank, just made it the other day, yeah. Blank booklet. Could be like a secret spot for writing notes or thoughts or Bible verses even, or poems or quotes or sweet things that your babies have said. Whatever you want it to be for. But that's just a mini little wraparound booklet for you. I love to hear what you do with your journals too. If you ever want to send me an email or convo on Etsy, I would love that. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, then you can see more of my things. And I'd love for you to visit my Etsy shop also, tamilyn.etsy.com. And it's T-A-M-I and L-Y-N, one N. There's the back of that signature. And on this back page, I have a little tuck spot here and some pretty olive green lace. And in it is a little gift bag that you could give a gift in or use it as a pocket for your journal. But in case you gave a gift, I gave you some yummy paper in there. Distress the bag, and from it is a vintage, probably antique key, skeleton key, and a compass charm and a little white ivory button, pearl button. So that can stay there or wherever you'd like it to go. And then to shut it, you just simply tie it up at the side here. This would be a nice gift for someone, especially someone who could use a little hope maybe. Either way, you'll enjoy it. You could put it on a coffee table. You could have your guests sign it as they come and stay in your guest room. Whatever you'd like. But I thank you for your visit, and I hope you subscribe to my channel and visit my Etsy shop. And have a beautiful day and a happy Easter. Until next time, bye friends.